Every January and July, thousands of young white South African males would gather at various assembly points throughout the country. Approximately 40,000 were called up each year. They would come from all parts of the country and from every social environment. The SADF did not discriminate about things like education or social standing. If you were white and a male, they wanted you. David was 19 and a young corporal at 5th South African Infantry Battalion, Ladysmith Natal. He took a group of recruits for basic training in 1976. I was one of those who had to go down to Durban to fetch a January 1976 intake for Farside. The army used to hire a train from the railways for the occasion. There were a few hundred of them, and it was fascinating to watch some of the reactions. Some of them were trying to look tough or cool, others had no pretenses at all and looked totally shattered. You must remember, for a large percentage of them, it was their first time away from home. Well, many of the mothers and girlfriends were bawling their eyes out. I can remember this one mother who really made a scene there. She wasn't just crying, she was wailing and screaming. "You can't take my little boy," she sobbed. "He's much too sensitive." Then she was begging anyone and everyone who was wearing a uniform, telling them that her son just couldn't go. Of course, we weren't interested in her crap. When we arrived at Ladysmith, the recruits from Durban and from the rest of the country were then divided into companies. They were then further broken down into platoons and sections. I had some really interesting characters in my section. One of my guys was slightly older than the rest. He'd received a deferment from National Service and had gone to university to study for a Bachelor of Science degree. Now compare him to one of the other guys in my section, who was a farm boy with a standard 1 education. I mean, this guy could hardly read or write. Michael was 17 when he reported for his National Service. He was also part of the January 1976 intake going to 5th South African Infantry Battalion in Ladysmith. The day I reported for National Service was really a crap day for me. My girlfriend broke up with me the night before. At least she didn't send me a Dear Johnny letter, I suppose. Look, we'd only been going out for 2 months, so I wasn't really all that upset about it. What really pissed me off was the date I was called up. It was the 5th of January 1976. Now, many of you will probably wonder, what was so important about the date? Well, that was the day that television was officially launched in South Africa. They started with test transmissions in 1975, when they would show a program between 6 and 7 in the evening. And the same program was repeated the next day between noon and 1. One day was English, the next day Afrikaans. The rest of the time, if you wanted to watch TV, well, you watched the test pattern. But on the 5th of January, television was officially launched. It was on from 6 in the evening to midnight. 3 hours Afrikaans, 3 hours English. So while just about everyone else in South Africa was glued to their television sets, where was I? On a bloody train to Ladysmith. Thanks for watching. Please leave a comment and share this video. And please, take a few moments to subscribe to our channel. In the next episode, we'll hear some stories about the train trip to basic training.